Gopinatha Radha, Gopinatha Radha, Gopinatha Radha, Gopinatha Radha, Jaya 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 Radha, Gopinatha Radha, Gopinatha His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Yatra Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki Jai. Iskcon Trinidad ki Jai. Iskcon Langford Longdenville ki Jai. All present devotees ki Jai. All those devotees, all those all those Shri Guru and Shri Guru. So this Longdenville temple is the house of Shri Radha Gopinath. Radha Gopinath, as some of you may know, are one of the three main deities of Vrindavana. So we're going to give you some Vrindavana pastimes today. We also brought some dust from Vrindavana. This is the same mati that Krishna had eaten. So it's his prasad. If anybody wants it, later after the class, I can give you a tiny bit. Devotees around the world eat this dust and remember Krishna. So after Krishna ended his pastimes on this earth, he left most of all of his family. He had how many wives? 16,108. And with all of them, he had at least 10 sons. So it was some special pastime that was created, that it looked like they all fought with each other and they died. But that wasn't the case. It was just a leela, just a pastime, because they all wanted to. They were not living beings from this material world. They were Krishna's sons. So they just wanted to go back at the same time with Krishna, or around the same time. They did not want to hang around here without Krishna. So for that reason, externally it looked like they fought with each other, they killed each other, but really there is a truth behind that, which is the leela. But what happened this is what happened to all the men. But all the women were left over. And one of them was actually also pregnant. And she gave birth to a son. So Krishna's son was Pradyumna. Pradyumna's son was Aniruddha. And Aniruddha's son, up to this 3 generations, they were all gone. But his wife was left and she gave birth. So this boy was born who was actually Krishna's son. Family downwards. So his name was Vajranath. Vajranath was told by many people that, look, your great grandfather was such a special personality, and after he's gone, there is nothing to remember him by. So maybe what you should do is establish some temples in him. So his mother had seen Krishna. So he had her described to a Murtiwala who makes the sculptures. Okay, describe to him, this was more than 5,000 years ago, that how Krishna looked. And then he will make the murti. So the first murti he made was Radha Madan Mohan or Madan Mohan Ji. When this murti was brought to his mother to see, okay, does this look like Krishna? She said, yes, definitely. This looks like Krishna, everything from waist below the belt looks just like Krishna. It's okay. That's good. We got a perfect match, almost. So we would call them Madan Mohanji and establish a temple for them. But then we need to make one other murti. So they made another murti and brought it to his mother. And she said, yes, absolutely. This murti, his waist below the neck and above the belt looks exactly like Krishna. So they made a temple and established those deities. And they are Gopinatha. They named them Gopinatha. And another murti was made. And when she saw that murti, she said, yes, definitely. This murti has the face of Krishna. This murti has got the right face. And that is, who knows? Govinda. So as we sing, Jai Radhe Jai Krishna Jai Vrindavan, Shri Govinda Gopinath Madana Mohan. Bolo!
Radhe Jai Krishna Jai Vrindavan,
Shri Govinda Gopinath Madana Mohan. So that Shri Govinda, Gopinath, Madan Mohan. These are the 3 main principal deities and 3 main principal temples of Vrindavan. Gopinath Ji is one of them. But originally, these temples were not built in Vrindavan by Vajranath. These temples were built in Vrindavan by our Goswamis, different ones of ours is Goswamis. I can wait for you to finish your conversation. So originally, Gopinath temple was built inside the jungle, where Krishna had the last Rasa Leela dance with all the gopis. And according to our scriptures, it is known that millions of gopis were there at that time. Not because they were all presently living in Vrindavan. They came from all kinds of different planetary systems in just for that dance. So at that special place, Vajranath constructed this temple. And later on, because this was more than 5,000 years ago, different times came and nobody was there to take care of the temples. The temples disappeared, the deities were taken here and there, and everything had kind of finished. But 5,000 years ago, 500 years ago, when Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he wanted to revive all of this. So personally, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Vrindavan to help revive or help the revival movement go on. He went to Govardhan, he went to Radha Kund, Sham Kund. He found himself, Radha Kund, Sham Kund. He discovered himself by himself. And then he came to Vrindavan and he was staying at the Akrur Ghat, but every day he would go to Bansi Wat. You know what is Bansi Wat? Bansi Wat is a place where there is this tree. Wat stands for, in English, the banyan tree. You have banyan trees here? What do you call them here? What do you call the banyan tree? Just a banyan tree? So banyan tree was there, and that banyan tree was the tree that Krishna used to climb over in the spring and play his flute. So the gopis around the whole area would hear the flute and they could not stop themselves from following where the sound of the flute was coming. So this very wonderful place, I actually have a whole slideshow about it, but there was no facility about it, so I just thought quickly just tell you about it. So at Bansi Wat, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to spend a lot of time. Later on, after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left, a few years later, he sent a few other devotees there. And one of them was Paramananda Bhattacharya. So Paramananda Bhattacharya saw that this Bansi Wat, the tree, is not doing that well in health. So he was a little inclined towards horticulture. He was a little horticulture expert also. So he grafted some parts of that tree to replant in the same place, so that if this tree dies, at least the grafting of this tree will sprout in the same place, and that will keep going. That tree is still there today. You can go to Bansi Wat and find it. Just recently, when the floods came in Vrindavan, the water came all the way up to that tree and it stopped. So 500 years ago, the Yamuna used to flow right there. But in the present time, it has moved over 2.5 kilometers away from the Bansi Wat tree. But when the floods came, she came all the way up to the Bansi Wat. This was the first time it ever happened after the the six Goswamis. So at Vansivat, when he was digging a hole to plant the grafting, he found that there was a deity in the, and he dug out the deities, and then he wrote to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wrote back, yes, Gopinath has appeared. Radha Gopinath ki jai. Nobody else could tell which deity is which, but Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows. So the only thing he wrote back is Gopinath. So that Gopinath temple was built again. Parmanand Bhattacharya had a disciple whose name was Madhu Pandit. So when we sing the song Radha Krishna Giti, we say Jai Radha Gopinatha, and we say Madhu Pandit Pradana hai. So Madhu Pandit was the famous disciple of Parmanand Bhattacharya, who actually established those deities and built the temple. So we consider them kind of in a way Madhu Pandit's deities, but they were found by Parmanand Bhattacharya. So that temple is still there in Vrindavan, and some 150-200 years ago, when Aurangzeb came to Vrindavan, Radha Gopinath was one of the temples that they destroyed the top of. So the deities were already taken away from there, and they are now established in Jaipur. In Jaipur, there is a very busy bazaar where all the deities are carved. Marble deities are carved there. And in the same bazaar, there is a temple that was built by the king of Jaipur to house Radha Gopinath. So Radha Gopinath, they reside over there. There is another pastime about Radha Gopinath. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he wrote back that Gopinath have appeared, he also said, establish Radharani, because Vajranath had only built Krishna temples. There was no Radharani. He did not recognize Radharani, and he did not install Radharani anywhere. He only installed Govindev Ji alone, Madan Mohan Ji alone, and Gopinath Ji alone. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, have a Radharani to go with him. And they found a little Radharani, or it's not described what happened. They had Gopinath from the ground about that tall, and Radharani from the ground about that tall. So later on, when the six Goswamis left, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also left, and Nityananda Prabhu became the leader of our movement. And after Lord Nityananda left, his wife, Mother Jahanva, was the leader of our movement. So she came to Vrindavan, and she saw Radha Gopinath for the first time, and it looked very awkward to her that Gopinath is so big and Radharani is so small. But she did not say anything that, worship is going on here, there are devotees, they're doing worship, so many things. And in a woman's body, if I open my mouth, God knows what anybody would tell me. So I better just shut up and live. So when she went to bed that night, Gopinath came to her dream and said, you are right. Radharani speaks. I need a bigger Radharani. Can you arrange for one? So, Mother Jahanva went back to the pujaris in the morning and said, look, I am only conveying you what Gopinath has told me. And the pujaris, they said, sure, no problem, get us a bigger Radharani and we will install. So they got bigger Radharani made, and bigger Radharani was installed to go with Krishna or Gopinath. But the small Radharani, original Radharani, she could not be removed from the altar because so many years she was being worshipped. So she was also established on the other side of Gopinath and given the name of Ananga Manjari. Who is Ananga Manjari? Anybody knows Ananga Manjari? Ananga Manjari is Radharani's sister. Radharani's little sister is Ananga Manjari. So they gave that deity the name of Ananga Manjari. And later on it was also discovered that Mother Jahanva was actually the incarnation of Ananda. So when Mother Jahanva actually left her body, it was time for her to leave her body. She came to that temple and she went inside the altar and she never came up and she was never found. So it is our belief that in the little Ananga Manjari deity, she went inside. So next time you go to Vrindavana, please go and have darshan of Gopinathji. Also go to Jaipur and have darshan over there. There is another Gopinathji in Jagannath Puri. In Jagannath Puri, there is another Gopinathji. His name is Tota Gopinath. Tota Gopinath is a very special deity. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was performing his Leela there, and there was also Radharani who came with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What was the name of that personality? Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar Pandit was the form of Radharani. So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Gadadhar Pandit, you take Kshetra Sannyas and stay here. He said, no, I cannot stay. I will go wherever you go. I cannot bear the separation from you. If you leave, as long as you are here in Jagannath Puri, I will stay here. But you leave Jagannath Puri, I am not going to leave. He said, okay, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He said, I will give you my murti. You just worship and stay. Do not leave. So he gave Gadadhar Pandit a full-size, big black marble Gopinath. And very soon, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ended his pastime. He only performed his Leela for 48 years. But Gadadhar Pandit lived to be 96 years. So as he was growing old, he was bending over, what do you call that? When people go to it? Back, punch back and all that. So Gadadhar Pandit complained that Tota Gopinath, you are so tall and I am becoming smaller and smaller because of the age. I cannot get to your head anymore to put the mukut on every morning and put the garland across your neck and all and so on. How am I going to serve you? I am unable to serve you like this. So please do something about it. As he was thinking and meditating upon that, he fell asleep. And next morning when he woke up and opened the altar and went inside, he saw the standing deity sat down. And that form of Tota Gopinath, you can go today, he's still sitting down. There's only one temple in this whole wide world where you would actually find Krishna on the altar sitting down. He's always standing anywhere you go in the whole world. He's always standing. Tota Gopinath is one temple where he's actually sitting down. And now, Gadadhar Pandit can very easily, because now he's sitting, very easily he can put the garland, he can change the mukut and everything. Also, when Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu disappeared or ended his Leela, devotees saw him disappear at 3 different places at the same time, the same evening that he disappeared. Devotees saw him go 3 different times at the same time. Three different places at the same time. At the same time, the devotees who were on the beach, they saw Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu running into the ocean. Running, going, and they were running behind him, but nobody could run as fast as him. So, in front of his eyes, he entered the ocean and he just kept running and he disappeared. And devotees had to come back because the water was, by the time, they could only go so far, but he went all the way. So the devotees were convinced that he's gone. We have seen him go in front of our eyes. There was hundreds of devotees. Then there was his room. His room was called the Gambhira. At Gambhira, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was being held by the devotees, was not allowed to go out. They locked him up in there because they knew that he wants to go into the ocean, or he's just too intensely feeling separation and he will do something, so let's lock him up. So all around him, watching him from the window, here, there, everybody, whoever wants to sleep, is sleeping on the ground to block his way. Just in case he opens the door, he comes out and he wants to go away, he's gonna have to step over one of us. So, they were all laying down in the room. And they did not see Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu come out. And in the morning when they opened the door, he was not inside the room. He didn't open the room, he didn't come out, he didn't walk all over them, nothing, but he was not there. So they never even found his body. The third place at the same time, Gadadhar Pandit was leading a kirtan at the Tota Gopinath temple, and so many devotees were also there, all enjoying the kirtan at the same time. And they all saw Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu come walking inside the temple. So everybody offered obeisances and they continued the kirtan. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not stop, he kept going, he climbed up to the altar, went inside and closed the door and locked it from inside. Nobody bothered, it's okay, It's all right, whatever he's doing, we're not going to bother him. But next morning, they went, the altar was still locked, there was no other place to go from inside the altar. It didn't open up anywhere else. And they had to break the door because it was locked from inside. And Lord Sri Jagannatha was not there. But in the need of the Tota Gopinath Tota Gopinath deity, they saw there is a hole now. There's a little hole in the knee of the Tota Gopinath that was not there before. It seems like a very nicely carved hole which appeared after Lord Sri Jagannatha disappeared. So next time you go to Jagannath Puri, please go and have darshan of Tota Gopinath. If you go and ask the local guides or the temple pandas, they will not take you because they do not get anything from the Tota Gopinath. You have to ask the Vaishnava devotees. They can take you, they can tell you. But otherwise, nobody else can take you. Another Gopinath, do we have time to tell another Gopinath story? One more. Another Gopinath is at Remuna. Remuna is further up from Jagannath Puri towards Bengal. And his name used to be Radha Gopinath before. And at one time, Madhavendra Puri came. Madhavendra Puri was the guru of Ishwar Puri, who was the guru of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, Param Guru of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was a Babaji and he was Ayachaka. Ayachaka Babaji. What is Ayachaka Babaji? Anybody understands? Ayachaka Babaji is one who does not beg. Babajis usually beg for food, whatever little bit, and that's it. But somebody can take Ayachaka Sannyas. Ayachaka Sannyas means I will not even go begging. I will completely be dependent on Krishna's mercy. If somebody by themselves give me something, I will accept. If nobody gives me anything, I will not ask. So, Madhavendra Puri had gone to Vrindavana. He went to Govardhan Parikrama and he sat in one place. He was very tired and he hadn't had anything to eat. So one little 8-year-old boy brought him a pot of milk. I said, Babaji, please take this milk. I said, why do you want to take this milk? The boy said, because you are hungry for last 3 days. Now, Madhavendra Puri is thinking, how does this boy know? Yes, I haven't had anything to eat for 3 days. But how does this boy know? So he asked the boy, how do you know? So I don't know. But my mother was passing by here and she has some kind of art, when she looks at people's faces, she can tell how hungry they are for how long. So she told me that you must have been hungry for 3 days. So she came home and she gave me this pot of milk to bring to you. So Madhavendra Puri said, okay, this is a lot of milk for me. I'm not used to of consuming this much, although the milk was like half a liter, but Madhavendra Puri, half a liter of milk, he could not drink altogether because he was used to of eating so little. So So he said, okay. The boy said, you can keep the pot. I will come back later. And I will take the pot from you. But don't go anywhere. Now Madhavendra Puri over the time drank that milk. And he is waiting for the boy to come back and take the milk pot. Because he doesn't want to go away with the milk pot without returning. So he waited for another 3 days. So you know what happens when you wait? 1 minute seems like a long time. And if you are waiting for something, that's all you see. If you're waiting for a train to come, even if a leaf moves, you think, oh, the train must have come. I hear something. So, Madhavendra Puri, and also whatever you are waiting for, that's all that's on your mind. Because he was not used to of sleeping under one tree for any more than 2 or 3 nights. His sannyas was, I would not even stay under the same tree for any more than 4 days. Move on. Otherwise, I may get attached to the tree. So now he spent almost 4 days and thinking, what am I supposed to do here? This boy is not coming back to take the pot. So the whole thing is about having his mind completely taken over by the beauty of that little boy who had left the pot, and anything happens, even if a bird chirps, Madhavendra Puri is only thinking, oh, the boy came back, okay, I can give the pot. So after a while, the boy didn't come back and Madhavendra Puri was sleeping. So in his dream, he felt like the boy's come back. And the boy said, okay, I will take the pot. But you know, under this tree where you're staying, there is my form of lifting the golden bird. So that form is under that tree. Can you please help me come out of there? And he left. So Madhavendra Puri got up and saw the pot was missing. And he said, in order to confirm that I really saw the boy and he said what he said, I had to get some people and dig around here. So they dug around here and they found Srinathji. That's the picture right behind that Mataji with this white shawl. That is Srinathji. That Srinathji was found by Madhavendra Puri. And Madhavendra Puri established a temple for him. But when the summer came, he ordered Madhavendra Puri, can you go to the south and get some sandalwood paste for me? It's too hot here. Vrindavana is too hot. Go get some sandalwood for me. So Madhavendra Puri went to get the sandalwood. And while he was coming back, he stopped at the Remuna temple where Gopinatha was. So Gopinatha had very famous Kheer. Everybody understands Kheer here? Kheer? Condensed milk or sweet rice. So it was very famous, that temple was very famous for that Kheer. And Madhavendra Puri, because he was Ayachaka, he could not ask, but in his heart he was thinking, if somehow I can get even 1 spoon of that, somebody would give me that 1 spoon of that Kheer, which is what this place is known for, that would be very nice. But he could not ask, because he had a sannyas of not asking. Of course, if anybody asks, it's no problem getting 1 spoon of tea. But he could not ask. So he went to sleep. And the deities on the altar understood what is in Madhavendra Puri's heart. So, but so many pots of Kheer was offered, the deities stole one little pot of Kheer and hid it behind their dress. And at night, he came in the dream of the main head pujari and said that there is a very highly exalted devotee in the city. His name is Madhavendra. And towards the south entrance of the temple, 3 trees over, he is sleeping under the tree. He wants my Kheer. I know you have given everything out, everything is being distributed because there was no fridge. So everything had to be distributed. You could not keep it for me. I know, but I have kept some for Madhavendra Puri. It's behind my chadar over there. So go to the altar and behind my chadar you would find the little pot of tea. Pujari was bewildered. I am having some kind of nightmares. This is not possible. This could happen. So he said, what is the harm? I should go and check anyways. And he goes and there is a pot of Kheer sitting there. So how did this happen? I usually count everything. 108 pots of Kheer I offer. Everything comes off the altar. But Krishna made some arrangement. So he went and gave the Kheer. He woke up Madhavendra Puri from sleeping in the middle of the night. Please accept these Kheer. Gopinath stole it for you. Please accept it. So since that day, that Gopinath was given the name of Chora Gopinath. The Gopinath who stole the sweet rice for his devotee. Look at what Krishna does for his devotees. He becomes a thief for the love of the devotees. He does that. But then, the deity that he had found, Gopalji, Srinathji, came to Madhavendra Puri's dream and said, you know, you don't have to bring all that sandalwood all the way back to Vrindavana. Offer it to Gopinath in Remuna and I will feel it over here. Offer that sandalwood, make the paste, offer that sandalwood to Chora Gopinath who stole Kheer for you, and I would feel that feeling of that coolness, feeling of having offered the sandalwood paste from there to here where I am.